Vlog 136. Hey everybody, it's me, Jaime, the shut-in cartoonist musician, vlogcasting from the Tortilla Press World Headquarters in Northern California. Today I'm going to talk about sketchbooks. For those of you that don't know about sketchbooks, they're books with blank pages, no lines in them, and most cartoonists I know have them and use them. I have been kind of a dork with those things. My history with sketchbooks are, oh, you can hear the noise. My neighbor's still building his house, which is, or refurbishing it. Older guy, man, he's kicking ass. But anyway, sketchbooks with me, I didn't learn about them until I think in high school, probably my sophomore year. And when I got my first sketchbook, I remember how expensive it was. You know, for us, it was hugely expensive. And you got to keep in mind, I was very, very uneducated. I read, as a matter of fact, end of junior high, beginning of high school is where I really started reading a lot, just reading books. And, but I came out of a background where we didn't have, paper around to draw on. So I would use, my mom would let me, give me some of the old paper bags from the grocery store or any kind of thing she could find, she'd give me. And I'd find stuff around too. And that's what I drew on. And, so getting a sketchbook was a novel concept. It was foreign to me. And I got one here that they all kind of, I got a sticker on there. So I know what the front is. They all kind of look like this in the old day. Well, they still do. This is one I bought to fill it with bigger ideas. And they have, blank pages and you fill them up, whatever you want. This one I'm planning on filling up soon. But my history with them is I've probably had at least 100 sketchbooks in my life thus far. So we're going back to say, okay, high school, beginning of high school, we're saying like 1976 or so till now. I've probably had at least 100 of these. I have in my possession maybe 3, 4. And this little one that from last year, see all the ink on it, that I was doing my Inktober drawings in. I lose them, I misplace them. I will admit this, every sketchbook I've ever had, I've filled up at least 10, maybe 20, I don't know, not that many. I'll go halfway, 2/3 of the way, and I don't know what happens. I don't know if I just lose interest, what goes on in my dopey little brain. This one I could tell is from last year because I did my Inktober drawings in this last year. This year I'm thinking of doing my Inktober drawings electronically. I know it's not ink, but I have an iPad, which I'm recording this on, and I've been neglecting drawing on it lately, so I might do that this year. And I bitch about Inktober every year, how it's like, oh my God, another day, I gotta go over there and draw. I'm trying to get the energy to do that, but I do it anyway. I want to be part of the community. Contrary to belief, what you see here is, yes, I'm gregarious. Friends and family have billed me as the gregarious loner. I am good with my own company. So I'm trying to be a part of things. And having this pandemic has made it just that much easier for me not to have to go out. And I'm not agoraphobic or whatever they call it. I don't mind going outside. I don't mind, I just kind of lazy, I guess. I make my own fun, man. I play musical instruments. I draw pictures. I read. I like movies and music. And, I almost don't have to go out. That's scary. But sketchbooks, this one now, another Inktober, it's Johnny Thunders. The advent of the smartphone has been a cool thing because I could dial up something and hold the phone in one hand and draw with the other. So that's kind of been it. And this one's 2/3 full. And so I'm planning on filling it. I don't carry a pen much with me anymore, so I'm gonna carry a pen now. In fact, right as we're speaking, I'm gonna put a pen there right now. There. Okay, I'm taking it with me today. So sketchbooks, yeah, I'm gonna try filling them. My girlfriend Amy, man, she's a really good artist too, and very good. And she fills hers lickety split, no problem, all sorts of ideas and cool shit. And then she dates them and stacks. I gotta do that. She has them in a line. I could walk down to the shelves downstairs right now and go, oh, there, boom, boom, boom. Mine are, like I said, probably in recycling, landfill, somebody's house, I don't know, under a table someplace, who knows. But I have these two, and I'm gonna fill them. So there you go. That's my history with sketchbooks. Yeah, I was so lame back in the day, man. I used to go, I go ink to paper. But up until about the 80s, believe it or not, I did all my comic strips. I went from right to the paper with ink. I didn't pencil it all or anything. I just, boom, I already had the idea and went. Now you can see, there's everything's pencil. I pencil everything, and then I ink it, and then I use a lot of whiteout and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so there you go. That's the sketchbook. Maybe you guys have sketchbooks, you don't have to be an artist to have a sketchbook. You could put all sorts of stuff. I remember I used to put newspaper clippings, and I'd take a lot of pictures out of magazines and stuff too, and maybe glue it in there when I was in high school. Just stuff that made me go, ooh, and I'd use it later as, as a resource. So I remember watching the I own a copy of the documentary Crumb about Robert Crumb, and how he took a bunch of pictures of telephone poles and light posts and stuff, the whole complicated web of them all, so we would have a reference. So they're good reference tools too. You could hear my neighbors using that saw again. So I guess that means shut up and go. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Also throw the website down there. If you got to go out today, wear the mask, wash your hands and sanitize them often, please. Keep a really safe distance. Don't go to Sturgis on your Harley this year. It's going to be a clusterfuck now. This is just getting terrible. At the rate we're going, I don't think this is ever going to go away, because people think it's a hoax. And anyway, the most important part, just be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time.